Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather, this is What You Cooking. And as you see from the title, we're gonna be making lasagna today. So I have everything pretty much prepared already and just ready to assemble and cook together. So there's really not a whole lot of ingredients to it. I already browned up some ground beef right here. There's no seasoning to it. I didn't add salt. I didn't add pepper. It's just ground beef that I've browned up. It seems like a lot. I probably won't use all of this, but I wanted to cook everything together, and then I might save some of that meat vegetable mixture to make tacos later on, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. So I just wanted to go ahead and brown it up to have it on hand. So right here I have some onions, some bell peppers, and some mushrooms I've chopped up really finely. I chopped them up really finely because my kids are going to be eating it, and I wanted to try and hide the vegetable as much as I could, if possible. So I have some olive oil in my cast iron pan right here, and I'm just going to start cooking up the onions and the bell pepper and the mushroom together, and then I'll add the ground beef to it and mix all that and cook it together to get it all tasting good. So let's do the onion and bell pepper first because they take the longest. Well, I'll just dump everything in. It's fine. No big deal. This is home cooking, people. There are no rules. Okay, so I'm just gonna saute this up a little bit, get it brown, get it cooking, and so the onions are a little bit translucent, and they start to soften up a little bit. And then I'll add the ground beef. This is the cheese mixture that I have. It's a mixture of provolone, Parmesan, mozzarella, and I think that's it. And it's a lot. I probably won't use it all, but I just wanted to make sure I had enough. My lasagna is a little bit different in that in like the American style lasagna, a lot of people use ricotta cheese. I use a bechamel sauce with a tomato sauce as well. So I don't use ricotta. So I'm going to show you how I make my bechamel sauce as well. Actually, let's go ahead and get that started. So I'm going to use a half a stick of butter. And get that melting. Oop. And we will add a little bit of flour to it and milk to make our bechamel sauce. Yeah, I always grew up on, the American style lasagna, because my mom would use, the ricotta and she used ricotta, no, she used cottage cheese, actually. Now that I think about it, she didn't even use ricotta, she used cottage cheese. She would the cottage cheese, the Parmesan, the egg, and the oregano, and all the spices and stuff inside there. And that's how I grew up having lasagna. But I don't think I've said on the channel yet, but I lived in Italy for 11 plus years. So, and over there, the lasagna is made with the bechamel sauce. So I started making my lasagna that way, and I haven't looked back since. I'm going to keep that on low heat because I don't want the butter to brown. Yeah, I lived in Italy for 11 years. We moved back to the States 2.5 years ago. My husband is Italian, so all of my in-laws and relatives over there are Italian, speak zero English. So I had to buck up and learn Italian while I was over there. Okay, so our butter is melted. I'm gonna add some flour. Again, I really just eyeball this. Pretty much 1-to-1 ratio of flour and butter, so more or less it's like that. It's not that big of an issue because once it cooks in the oven. I hate a dry lasagna, so if it's a little bit, not soupy, but add a little bit of sauce to it. It's fine with me. I don't want to thicken up. Sometimes bechamel sauces are those really, really thick ones. I prefer a thinner one. This is where we're at right now. So, you can see that. That's just the butter and the flour mixture, okay? So now I'm just gonna add the milk slowly. And I just have some 2% milk because that's what I have on hand. Really slowly, because you don't want clumps. And stir it as you add it. So I filled up about half of the pot with milk. I'm gonna show you guys about how much I added. So, I don't know if you can see that. It's about half of the pot. Again, I don't measure whenever I cook really because it takes too much time, too much effort. So I'm gonna let that heat up a little bit, let it thicken, and then I'll add salt, pepper, and a little bit of nutmeg to it. And the nutmeg is what really makes the bechamel stand out. I already got my oven preheated to 400. I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic to our veggies over here. Probably just like a heaping tablespoon, just because we are making 3. It's a lot. Just keep cooking that down until they soften. Now that they've softened a little bit, I'm gonna add some salt and some pepper. A little salt and a little bit of pepper. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. Veggies are nice and soft, releasing their liquids. And so now I'm gonna add the ground beef. Another reason why I cooked this before was because it was a ground chuck. So it did have like that 20% fat in it that I wanted to get rid of. So I browned it up, drained the fat, and I even put some paper towel here just to drain the extra fat. I didn't put all of that in, so yeah, I didn't put all of that in, but the package was about a 4.5 pound package. So it was like those family packs, you know, that you can get at the grocery store. So, but I didn't use all of that, so I probably used 2/3 of it. Now we're just going to mix all this together. And I'm gonna add a little bit more salt and pepper because I didn't season the ground beef. Keep stirring your bechamel. It should be on a medium-low heat because you don't want the bottom to burn, to scorch. Okay, so the bechamel is done to the consistency that I prefer. It is a little soupier than a traditional bechamel sauce, but that is just what I prefer. You can see it's very liquidy. But once it cooks in the lasagna, because I get the oven-ready lasagna noodles, so it's gonna need that extra liquid to help cook the noodles. So we are ready. I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna add my nutmeg. Again, nutmeg is essential. And then we will start assembling. Again, just a dash, just 2 dash. Mix that around. I've already added salt. I decided against the pepper just because I didn't have white pepper and I don't like those little specks. Just aesthetically, I don't prefer. It just bugs me. So, alright, so we are ready to assemble. I'm going to move this closer so I don't dump it everywhere. Okay, so first thing I do is I'm going to pour some of the bechamel sauce on the bottom so it doesn't stick. Okay, a little bit more. And then I have a feeling, I've never used this size pan before, but I have a feeling I'm gonna have to break the noodles up a bit because, yeah, I don't know if I can cut them. Let's see. I think I have to just, and if they're not perfect, do not worry, just fill in the gap there. It's not an issue. So probably 2. Perfect. Okay, so 2 noodles, 1, 2. Then I'm going to add the ground beef mixture. Spoonful, just enough to cover just a little bit because it is going to be layered. So now as far as tomato sauce, this is a sauce that I make. It's just a regular tomato sauce. It's something that my father-in-law taught me how to make. They call it pomodola in Italian, in Tuscany I should say, not all of Italy. Pomodola, and it's just canned tomato sauce, not whole, not the sauce. And you cook onions, garlic, and I blend those up again to just for consistency purposes. I like to have the actual sauce and not like a chunky sauce. So I blend all the onions and garlic up and then cook it down. Then add the canned tomato sauce. And then you let it cook for hours. I probably cooked this on Sunday for about 4 hours. It was in a big stock pot type of thing. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of that on top. Just enough to cover. Okay. And it's gonna be layered, so I don't know if you can see that or not, but. And then our cheese. And then we're just gonna layer and layer and layer. Just a handful of cheese. And then a little bit more bechamel. You do bechamel, noodle, meat, tomato, cheese. Just like that. And I'll show you one more time. So noodle. Noodle. Put that in the corner. Noodle. Ground beef mixture. Cheese. Bechamel. Okay. All right, I'm gonna keep layering this and then I'm gonna bake it in the oven covered. And then probably the last 10 minutes or so, I'll just uncover it to brown it. And then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, everyone, so this is the end result. I just pulled it out of the oven. It's boiling hot right now, so I'm not gonna cut it, obviously. It baked for probably an hour and a half, roughly. And like the last 20 minutes, I uncovered it to let it brown and get nice and toasty on the top. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like the video, subscribe please. Let me know what you want me to cook next. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.